All right. Yep. Audio's working there. Let's get it rolling. I swear I'm just gonna do audio tests every single time I start on YouTube because no way. No way, bro. Yo, what the fuck is happening, people? What's good? What's cracking? Welcome to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. Today I'll be giving you some value. I'll just be giving you a quick workout if you're on a time crunch for legs. Because I noticed guys that, don't train legs, don't necessarily train them because they don't want to, but they don't train them because there's almost no time to hit them properly. So in today's episode, I will be giving you guys a quick at the end of the day. Let me know how your day is going. As you join, tag a friend or two that you think will get value from this episode. Yo, what's up there? I see you on TikTok. Uh, what's good? What's good? Let me know how your day is going when you do join. Let me know what's good. Let me know what's happening, and then we'll dive right on into the episode. And at the end, as I said, I'll be giving you a quick little workout for you to hit legs if you don't have time to hit legs properly. All right, so you might want to write this one down. Let me turn this thing off because getting so many notifications on Facebook, and that is not going to help how we record because that's just not it. That's just not it. All right, people. Okay, so without wasting any time, I'll be diving into the podcast. Yo, I appreciate the likes, dude. I really do appreciate the likes on TikTok. Much fucking love, my G. All right. Without wasting any time, we'll be diving into the podcast episode in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yo, what's good, meatheads? Hope you're having an amazing day, and welcome to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. It's your returning champion, IFBB PRO Matt Butale, coming at you with another topic. And today, I'll be teaching you or showing you or giving you a quick leg workout at the end of this episode and essentially helping you overcome the curve of, skipping legs because you don't have time. All right. So even though you're on a tight schedule, I'll give you a workout that will allow you to hit legs regardless. All right. And hit every part of the legs that you need to hit. Okay. So you're not going to be skipping any major muscle group with your leg day, and you'll still be able to fit it in to your busy schedule. That's what today's episode is going to be about. But before we dive in, I want to let you know that you're welcome to join the Meathead Monsters Club. It's a free Facebook community where you get the opportunity to meet other meatheads like yourself. Okay. Don't forget to screenshot and share this podcast. Tag somebody if you're here watching this live and you think that they'll get some value from this. All right. And if you want more content from me, you want to see more of my content, you can Google me at MATTBUTALE, Matt Butale, or you can just check me out on Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hit the fucking sub. You know what time it is. All right. Let's get into this episode. Let's dive into the meat and motherfucking potatoes. Okay, people? If you've got Johnny Bravo legs like Johnny Bravo, some skinny ass fucking legs, but your upper body looks good, I need you to tune all the way in. Okay. I need you to give me your full undivided attention. And we're going to sort of talk about what I see happening a lot with guys that don't train legs. I noticed that it's either because it's too difficult for them to do when they have a tight schedule. Okay. Like that's the main reason. I mean, outside of that, then they really don't want to develop their physique or do the hard shit. Like that's one part. People that don't do the hard shit, that's one thing. But people that want to train legs but are stuck on a really really tight schedule, often skip them because they're stuck on a really tight schedule, and their excuse is, well, if I don't have the time to hit my legs thoroughly, then I don't have the time to hit legs at all. All right. So at the end of this podcast episode, I will be giving you a quick leg workout, but we're going to talk about why it's important not to skip legs first. All right. And, again, you don't need to spend essentially 2 hours or more in the gym to hit your legs. Like personally, I'm a pro bodybuilder, so I do something like that, like 1 hour and a half to 2 hours and a half, depending on where I am in the year, depending on, if I'm in my off season or getting ready for a show. But even myself, because I'm so busy, sometimes I don't have all the time in the world to go and train legs for 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 2.5 hours, right? And most of you guys and girls that work full time jobs or that have children or other responsibilities don't have that time as well. All right. So today I'll be giving you a little cheat code, a little quick workout at the end of the podcast episode, but let's dive into why it's absolutely fucking unacceptable to skip legs. Okay. So if it's 2022, that's the year. If you're listening to this in the future, it's 2022. And if you still skip leg day in 2022, you need to get checked. You need to get checked. Absolutely. That is completely unacceptable, bro. Okay, because not only are you missing out on building a balanced, symmetrical physique, you're also missing out on many other benefits that training legs will offer you, like boosted natural testosterone, hitting the strongest lifts that you'll ever hit throughout your week, like deadlifts, like squats. And of course, this one is for the bros, more thrust power in bed. Actually, that applies to girls too, but there aren't that many girls like that. And if you're one of those, give me your number. I'm just joking. But aside from the jokes, boosting your natural testosterone is a hack. It's literally a hack. Skipping legs is literally a sin. It's making everything else difficult for you because the more natural testosterone that you have, okay, the easier it is to not only gain but retain muscle on your physique. Okay. And who doesn't want to hit their strongest lifts or lift the most amount of weight that they could possibly lift in the span of a week? That typically happens on leg day because legs are the biggest muscle group. Okay. And that's just to name a few. There are several other benefits when it comes to like your posture, and so many things down the line when it comes to training legs. All right. That's one thing I want you to keep in mind. Okay. So if you don't care about having bigger legs and, it's something that you don't really care about, you're not a bodybuilder, you don't really care about hitting legs, then at least for Christ's sake, do this for your girl. You know what I mean? She shouldn't have to suffer with your weak ass stroke game. Jokes aside, all right, you may not actually want to skip leg day, or skip the gym on leg day, but you do it because you feel that there's not enough time to hit them properly. And I feel that. I feel that. You're sort of like an all or nothing type of guy. You'd only train legs if you can train all your legs to the fullest extent and be able to do all the lifts that, you want to do on your leg day. And I definitely feel that. Do you know what I mean? I used to be pressed for time as a security guard when I was working full time. So I understand not having time to like go all in or do every workout that you normally do on a leg day. Okay. I know what it feels like to hustle in and out of the gym as soon as I get in, like knowing that I only have like 30 minutes, 45 minutes because I'm back to back on my schedule. All right. But as the GOAT, the greatest of all time, and one of my biggest inspirations said, Arnold Schwarzenegger, you always have enough time or just sleep a little faster, he says, right? And it's true, regardless if you have, you just came from a 12-hour shift or you have one tomorrow, there's always time to have a good quality workout. And yes, it may not be the exact same as if you were to train for 1 hour, 1.5 hours, or 2 hours, even if you're that crazy, but something is better than nothing. Okay. That's a fact. And I think we can all agree on that. So today, I will be giving you a very, very quick, machine focused, quick leg day workout that will target all of your muscle groups in your legs below the waist and will still allow you to get out without spending 10 fucking years in the gym. All right. So if you're going to find something like this of value and you're always on a time crunch and you notice you've been skipping leg day because of the lack of time, pull out your pad and your pen, write this down, or simply repeat this right before you're going to hit your legs so that you know what to do when you only have about 30 to 45 minutes in the gym. And again, this wouldn't even matter if the gym is busy because, again, most of the, we'll say the machines for legs aren't really occupied much. And if they are, this will still allow you to get in and out of the gym at most in 45 minutes. Okay. So there's no excuse to skip legs after you listen to this podcast. And I fucking mean it. And if you skip legs after this podcast, I'm going to find you and I'm going to punch you in your face. All right. So the number one workout, the first workout, which you want to start with, okay, when you are on a time crunch and you head into the gym and you want to hit your legs, is your quads. Okay. You don't have to hit these in specific order. It just depends on what machines are available at that time. Okay, but I'm just going to label them down in this order. So quads, you want to hit your leg press, 3 sets of 8 at a fairly challenging weight. Again, you don't want to spend so much time putting on the plates and taking off the plates, assuming you take off the plates because you're a gentleman and you have respect for people in the gym. You don't want to put on a lot of weight on the leg press. Okay, so with that said, to make up for the amount of weight that you're not going to be putting onto the leg press, you're going to be changing the style of reps that you do. So it would be 3 sets of 8 reps. Okay. But on your reps, during your reps, on the negative, as your legs are coming towards your body, count to 3, give yourself a 3-second count on the way down, and then explode at the top. Okay. Explode at the top. And the reason why I want you to take that time to bring the weight in and then explode at the top is because you're going to be making a lot more use out of that weight if it's not a heavy weight, and it will be able to target your quads a lot better without you having to put on like 4, 5, 6, 7 plates on if you even lift that heavy on the leg press, and then take that all off because that's just time consuming in general. Okay. Also, there's a rule, time under tension, that basically explains that if you spend more time in your reps, you can recruit more muscle fibers, you can target the muscle in different ways. So that's something that I'd recommend for you. Instead of always, adding more reps and adding more sets, slow down your reps and you can decrease the amount of sets and reps, but the quality of your reps will be way, way, way better because you're spending more time under tension and recruiting more muscle fibers. Does that make sense? So the first workout, leg press, 3 sets of 8, 3 second count on the way down, and then explode on the way up. Okay, 3 sets of 8. And you can keep the weight static if you want to. You don't have to add weight as you go on. Again, this is a quick workout. This is something you can do in 45 minutes, 30 minutes if the gym is empty. Okay, so following that workout, what you want to do is a leg extension. Okay, so 3 sets of 15 reps. And this one, you can drop the weight because on the leg extension, I mean, it's on your right hand side, usually, or your left hand side. You can just move the pin and drop it as you go. So 3 sets of 15 reps. Again, you don't have to do the 3 second count thing on this one because 15 reps is already going to burn you after you do the leg press. But you can do 2 second counts, or you can just slow it down and be super conscious of the reps that you're doing, given that you're only doing 3 sets. So you can drop the weight each and every single set, but keep the reps the same in terms of like the tempo, nice and slow, feel it out, don't rush it. I know you're in a rush, but don't rush it. You're only doing 3 sets. All right. So once that's done, you're pretty much done with your quads. You should feel burned up and you should feel pretty much, in pain from the type of reps that you are doing on the leg press and with the leg extension. So following that, what you want to do is a hamstring curl. Okay. The seated or lying or both. I personally in this workout gave you both just so you can hit 2 workouts for your hamstrings to be sort of equivalent to the 2 workouts that you're hitting for your quads, right? With the leg press and leg extension. So the seated hamstring curls, again, 3 sets of 15. Treat it exactly like the leg extension because the weight is easy to manipulate. It's on your right or left hand side. You just move the pin and drop the weight every single set and cut your rest times a little bit lower. Okay. So again, be very conscious of the reps that you're doing. Feel everything out. Don't rush the reps because you're only doing 3 sets. All right. And the same thing goes with lying hamstring curls. So seated and lying hamstring curls. Okay. 3 sets of 12 for the lying hamstring curls. All right. This one, I want you to be a little bit generous and pull back on the weight a lot more because this one is going to put a lot more tension on your hamstrings. So 3 sets of 12, but because it's lighter, I want you to do a 3 second count on the way down as your legs are stretching, as your hamstring is stretching. So 3 second count from your glutes essentially as it lowers down and then explode once you hit the bottom, right? And that is going to really, really burn up your hamstrings. Again, 3 sets of 12. It goes by in a couple of seconds, but you really want to pay attention to the quality of your reps and spend a little bit more time under tension so that you can get the full benefit from only doing 3 sets of 12 reps. Nothing even really passes 3 sets except for the next workout, which we're going to be talking about, which is actually the last workout, just to show you how quick this is. Shouldn't take you more than 30 minutes to do or 45 minutes in a packed gym. Okay, so once you're done with the hamstrings and quads and your legs are pretty much toast, what I want you to do is hit your calves. And I'm even surprised I've got to say this because most guys, especially on leg day, don't even train their calves. All right, so seated calf raises. You can do the seated, you could do them standing. It's up to you, really. Honestly, whatever's available, do it. I personally prefer seated calf raises because it allows me to get rid of the momentum of doing it standing. But so for the seated calf raises, again, you really, really want to take your time and spend your time in the reps. Okay, so as you are coming down and stretching the calves, 2 to 3 seconds, count yourself down, make sure you're getting a good stretch, make sure you're getting a full stretch, and make sure it burns. Okay, and then quickly contract to the top. And when you're contracting to the top, don't just get a 50 or 70 or 80% contraction. Literally try to go on your tippy toes like you're Michael Jackson dancing Billie Jean. Full contraction to the top. That's going to recruit the most amount of muscle fibers in your calves as you do that workout. And this one is 4 sets of 15 reps. So it's the longest workout that you're going to do, but I promise you, it's not going to take that long because it's the end of your workout. This is the last movement that you're doing. And you should never skip calves anyway. So this is your motivation to not do it. All right. So slow on the way down and slow on the way up, or at least slower on the way up. Okay. You don't want to explode all the way up, but you want to take your time to come up, because with calves, I noticed you can easily use momentum to jump up to the top and not really target the calves. So you got to be nice and slow. So slow 2, 3 seconds on the way down, and then maybe 1 to 2 seconds on the way up. All right. So faster on the way up, but still slow, if that makes sense. 2 to 3 seconds on the way down, 1 to 2 seconds on the way up, but all the way up on your tippy toes when you finish that contraction. All right. So just to walk you through again, the little quick workout for your leg day that you can literally hit in under 45 minutes, between 30 and 45 minutes, would be number one, hit your quads, leg press 3 by 8, 3 second count on the way down, explode to the top, followed by leg extension 3 by 15. Drop the weight every single set, but keep the reps the same, and keep your reps controlled similar to the leg press. Then for hamstrings, again, I want you to do seated and lying hamstring curls. For the seated, 3 sets by 15. Drop the weight every single set, but keep the reps the same quality, similar to the leg extension, being in full control. And then followed by lying hamstring curls, 3 sets by 12. Again, a 3 second count on the way down, and explode at the top. You can drop your weight if you feel like it's necessary, but I recommend just using a really, really light weight and sticking there. Okay. Followed by the last workout, which you should never ever skip, which is a seated calves. Okay. Seated calf raises. You can do them standing or seated, but I recommend seated because it removes the momentum. 4 sets, 15 reps, slow on the way down, 2 to 3 second count, and then slow on the way up, but a little bit faster. So 1 to 2 second count. And make sure that you go on your tiptoes like you're Michael Jackson dancing Billie Jean, and get the full contraction of your calves. All right. So this should take you no more than 45 minutes in a packed gym, and not a single muscle group will be neglected. I know you're thinking about, what about glutes and all that? Your glutes will be hit when you're doing the leg extension or the leg press. Okay. So really, when you're taking your time, going in for 3 seconds and exploding on the leg press, the very first workout, your glutes are going to get activated, and even a little bit of your hamstrings if you're doing it right. Again, full range of motion, 3 second count down, and a full explosion on the way up. Okay. There you have it, bro. Your excuses to skip leg day have officially been removed, Johnny Bravo. It's time to build them chicken legs regardless of your schedule. You're welcome, King. That's it. That's all. Now it's time for you to take action. If you like this episode, share it out with a friend. Thank you so much for your precious time and attention. Also, if you want to lose 20 to 25 pounds and become a part of the Natural Nomad Academy and join the private Meathead locker room community, feel free to DM me and I'll see if you'll be a good fit. Also, I'm going to let you know that I'm not going to be monetizing this podcast because I respect your time and I just want you to get the value for absolutely free. All right. So if you got value from this, share it out to a friend. Don't forget to screenshot it and share it to your podcast, or share it to your IG stories with the podcast Meathead on the Mic podcast, and tag me at Schwarzenegger, SCHWARZENXGGA. Kind of confusing, but you can just go back and replay that and spell it correctly. All right. So let's embrace your inner meathead together. It's been nice chatting. Hope you like what today's topic was about. IFBB PRO Matt Butale signing out. Boom. Podcast is recorded, people. I appreciate you. 1.8K likes on TikTok. Fuck yeah. I appreciate y'all for real. Homie says, can you flex? He's not here anymore, but whatever. If you want to see it, flex. Cool. Sunny says, something I won't skip is you. That's hilarious. That's I appreciate that. I'm flattered. Martin says, what's the most weight I can lose in 1 week? That's not a good question to ask, because I could tell you any number and then you're going to try for that number and then you might just do something very unhealthy. I would say the most weight that you can lose in a week is the most weight that you can lose without feeling like you're dying, which honestly, I would recommend not going past 5 pounds a week would be extreme. That'd be extreme. But 2 to 3 pounds a week is fair if you're obese, but 1 to 2 pounds a week is awesome if you're skinny fat or whatever it is, and you just want to lower your body fat percentage and build muscle. 1 to 2 pounds a week is the number, because you'll be able to retain as much muscle as possible. When you lose weight really fast, you also lose muscle. Let's not forget that. So that's your answer, Martin. I appreciate you asking. Soul Taker on TikTok, I appreciate the follow. Much fucking love, my dude. Gonna read some of the comments here on Instagram. Hey, Coach Shall in the house. She says, I heart leg day. Yeah, we all love leg day. If Matt finds you skipping leg day, dead. Absolutely, I'll kill you. not kill you. I'll punch you in the face. Okay, so YouTube, don't ban me for this. Instagram, TikTok, don't ban me for this. That was a fucking joke. All right. Coach Shell says, "Do it for your girl. If I have bigger legs than you, that's a no." And I and I don't miss leg day. This just isn't me. Ladies agree. Hey, if you're watching this on the replay, ladies, do you agree with Coach Shao? Because I agree with her. That's something you shouldn't skip ever. All right. People, guys, girls, that is the last episode of the week. We'll be back again on Monday with another podcast episode. You know what time it is. Thank you so much for your precious time and attention. Hope you guys and girls have the sickest motherfucking weekend of your life. IFBB Pro Matt Butale signing out. Boom.